The Pac-12, a Western institution and the Conference of Champions more than 100 years. And today we get to crown another. It's an intriguing matchup as these teams battle for this conference trophy and continue the proud legacy of this league. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tailback takes the handoff again. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
First down, looking to throw the football. Snags a quick throw. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
When they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
And the Sooners will have 1st and 10 here. They'll try the right here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Now it's second down here. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Caught quickly. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent game on the throw.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Upcoming after that completion. Direct snap to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. He finds the running back for a fourth down catch. Touchdown, Oklahoma. It was a foot race, and he won it. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kickoff will be returned. And the return man steps out at the 28. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. That's a nasty move. Now he's got room to run. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Oh, another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Weinke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward, and so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Finding enough space for a solid game before they stop him.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down play coming up. An inside give now from the shotgun. And the Seminoles look to keep this drive moving.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pulls it in. It's Gibson. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up fourth down.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now you've got a fourth down.
And that is no good. And after the miss, still down by 6.
possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Takes the handoff, looking to throw. He's got it on a crossing route. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
The Sooners will line up on 1st and 10. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. The Sooners hustle to the line and crank up the tempo. Back to throw. It's Hawkins. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the extra point was up and good. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Turn starts inside the 15. They get him down at the 33 after a solid return. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that previous play. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Here comes a handoff. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this 1st quarter. The Noles will line up to kick it away. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. So here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
So it's second down and long here from the 13. They'll run it to the left. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good batter. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looks left and finds his target there. Breaks loose at the 40. He has first down yardage at the 46. And the Sooners hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a throw underneath to the back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, just a great throw here. Surgical and precise in doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that first down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
The Sooners are going to keep this drive rolling. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Running with purpose. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Here's the second down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
They've only converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 25. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Sooners begin a new series here, 1st and 10. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Give it to the back again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go now. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Throw for it on 3rd and short. Makes the grab, a chance to score. He steps out of bounds, but more than enough yardage to set up first and goal.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. To throw, it's Hawkins. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. We go with a direct snap. Solid tackle, able to get him down. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
After building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. Returner decides to field it. And they've got the returner corralled. State offense heads back onto the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Oh, look at the quick cut. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Really nice run by the back, but I want to give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for the first down.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Back to pass. It's Kromenhoek. It's a quick grab. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. With the catch, it's McCoy. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And that's a solid return after the interception.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Looking to throw. It's Hawkins. Running out of time in the pocket. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time. Second and 10 here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun.
I personally love the aggressive approach here by this offensive coordinator. You got to take some chances. You got to create some matchups. But if you don't protect the quarterback, you have no chance.
A serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Incomplete, but yeah, here comes a penalty marker now. That should be a drive-extending first down. First and 10 play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's an out route. The catch made. It's a fumble. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway. Touchdown, Seminoles. A fumble return for 6.
Oh, my gosh. That looked like a great play. The receiver just drops the football. He clearly made the catch. The ball's on the ground, and how about the defense? Instead of just bouncing on it, they had the presence of mind to pick it up and go the other way for a touchdown.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Just about 20 seconds remaining here in the half as a lineup on first and 10. To throw, it's Hawkins. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. And the Sooners will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They look to throw it here on second down. Lets it fly to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
You start short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. And he punts it out of bounds, so no return. the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half.
42 Spider. 4.
Dropping back, it's Kromenhoek. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And he's got it down there inside the 35. They finally make the stop after a big gain, but that'll wrap up the first half of play. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion.
Right. Moves.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain. Get closer to midfield.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
That's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. They'll toss it to the right side. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's found some room at the 45. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield to the 42.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Second down after that run on the previous play. We'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Back to throw. It's Kromenhoek. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another 1st down.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the 1st down.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line. The Seminoles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second and goal for the offense. They'll try to run this one in. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Methodical but effective. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out. So looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Hawkins. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
I'll say this defense went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Pressure is coming. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Boy, this is every defense's worst nightmare. They have everything covered downfield. The quarterback just has given up on the play, checks it down to the back, Instead of rallying to the football to keep him short of the first down, he is so elusive, he picks up first down yards.
Flag 24. Flag 24.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a big game. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
Another Oklahoma receiver making a big-time play for this offense. Man, it just seems like over the years, so many big-time, dynamic receivers have come to Norman. Integral piece of this offense, and they get you the yards you need.
And the Sooners pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With the conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Got it.
One play moves the ball to the 48. Another first down coming up.
Moves.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 10. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
On the double.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency.
Here we go.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. is good.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Is back on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Offense will keep it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Or it's snapped to the back. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
To throw, it's Hawkins. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. The Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Remember, it was a field goal in the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. On the run, it's Booker. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. And the Knowles will crank up the tempo. Try and muscle for the first down. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
You know, this back has taken advantage of his opportunities tonight in his football game. And here's another example on third down. They put the ball in his hands. He knows exactly where to go to pick up the first down. And he's able to do that here in the fourth quarter.
And the quarterback's going to sneak it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles.
Hey, it's first and goal. Why wait? Go with the sure thing. Let that quarterback get behind his line, push his way in for the touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. He hands it off from the gun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back. It's Hawkins. Caught over the middle. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's third down and 3. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down.
Gorilla. Check. Hornet. Longer. Tuna.
And he'll set up to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. Fourth down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the return from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47. And the Seminoles looking to run some tempo here.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects a team's mental psyche and their confidence. You'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10.
Lasso. Slide 22. Slide 22.
Looking for a gap. It's Booker.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, 3rd and long. The shotgun running play call. And they stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. We've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Down by a touchdown late. This is a crucial 4th down play. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Moves the football to the 30, looking out for a first down.
Risky call here by this offense. I thought the quarterback might wait a little bit longer for him to take his route beyond the sticks, but he gets the ball out of his hands, and how about the job by this receiver to fight for that first down?
Pre-snap motion from the offense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. A quick throw out left, complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
The Knowles lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Get set, get set.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss.
Double right.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
Interesting call here by the offensive coordinator. Get some positive yards and keep the ball on the ground. The clock will continue to roll. They need a touchdown here. I cannot wait to see what this call is on 3rd and goal.
9 Philly.
And the quarterback will just sneak it now.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
Running a quarterback sneak here. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about that defensive front and the linebackers collapsing down on the football? You would think that the quarterback sneak is a safe call, an easy call to get the yards that you need, not with that push by that defensive line.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game thanks to the defense. They'd love to work the clock, but they can't throttle back here. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7. And it's the defense who stops the clock now with 17 seconds remaining.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And a timeout taken now by the defense. 15 seconds to play. see what the call is. They need some breathing room for the punter at the very least. The back's got it. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And now a timeout is taken by the defense with 11 seconds remaining. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team now. Excellent field position here for the offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Scanning the field, it's Kromenhoek. He's hit as he throws it. One last pass attempt falls incomplete, and that will wrap up this game. What a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves conference champions. That's a tremendous achievement, but we have to wait and see what the committee decides to do and if they'll get an invite to the college football playoff. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.